Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer with a patch update. So the first thing I want to say is I'm rendering this in 1080. I'm doing that to make it easier to read. You can put this full screen, so if it's too small, if the text isn't big enough, then that should help out. And here are the things that that Treyarch has announced they're looking to do for the next patch. The first thing he calls out is the AK-74U. So the thing about the AK-74U is it has a pretty good recoil and it has a decent sized clip. By good recoil, I mean preferable recoil, not big recoil. And when you put the grip on that thing, it's a really lethal weapon. It's become really popular. Everyone knows. I don't think it's as overpowered as the community seems to think it is, but I actually think it's in line with most of the assault rifles. But that's just me. They're looking at changing the recenter speed, which is, I guess it changes the kick with the grip. So the grip won't be as effective on the AK-74U anymore as it used to be. And so that's something they're thinking about doing. I think that's a good move. I'm glad that they didn't go bonkers with making the A74U completely suck, because like I said before, I don't think that it's as overpowered as some of the other people are talking about. This one is big to me. This one I really, really like. The Last Stand, they're looking at changing that. So I think a lot of guys have frustrations around Last Stand, and something about that perk, just the nature of Last Stand, it's Black Ops' painkiller, where it just brings frustration to the guy who's trying to kill you. It's not like, so many other things in the game. Sometimes you get outplayed, sometimes things don't go your way, but something about Last Stand, you earned it and you don't get it. So here are some changes they're talking about making. One is that the guy who drops the one into Last Stand, he gets the kill, and they're giving him full kill credit. Now, they don't really explain whether you get full kill credit for putting him in Last Stand, and I get full kill credit for finishing him off, or maybe I get the assist for finishing him off, and you get full kill credit as the guy who put him in Last Stand. Either one would be okay with me. I'm of the opinion, heck, give out 2 kills. I don't care. I mean, kills are cheap. What's the big deal? It's a video game. And I think that's pretty exciting. I don't know how it works for TDM scoring, but for a game mode like Dom or Demo or something like that, that'd be totally cool for handing out 2 kills. What's the big deal? The other thing is, the revive time. They're talking about changing the revive time so that it becomes, I'll call it, more costly to revive someone who's in Last Stand. And I think that's kind of a cool thing, too. Having said that, unless it's TDM, I think a lot of guys don't revive their teammates anyway. They look at them with disgust. But that's just me. No one I know runs the thing anymore, so that's that. And then the last thing is they're looking at making it so that you can only be revived once with Last Stand. And I want to say that's consistent with Final Stand in Modern Warfare 2, where if you get dropped and you live long enough, you come back up. But if you get dropped the second time, it's over. You only get one shot at that. And I think everything that Treyarch is doing, it makes this game better, and that's kind of cool. They also call out the invulnerability period, and they're right. There is no Last Stand if you're not invulnerable on the way down. Although, if I were king, during the invulnerability period, they wouldn't be able to shoot or knife. I think that'd be kind of nice. So, you get the invulnerability. That's cool for you, but you are unarmed. When you get knifed by a guy as he's dropping into Last Stand, that can be extra frustrating. And the point is to make these games fun. So I think that'd be a neat change if they dropped it in there. And the last thing that I see in here that they're talking about doing is they're looking at changing the RCXD, the remote control car's damage and movement speed. So I'm actually okay with its movement speed. That doesn't bother me. If they were to change anything in my mind, they'd make it a higher kill streak. I think that at 2, if you have too many guys running them, or if you have a decent player, it's actually at 3, but with hardline it's at 2. And sometimes you just see these darn RC cars all game long. And dying to 1, it doesn't feel like you've been outskilled. I don't know, something about it just seems too powerful for a 2 or 3 kill streak, depending on hardline. But that's not what they're looking about changing. They're looking about making it so that it's probably a little harder to get double kills, and maybe if it goes slower, then that's another thing to look at. So anyway, this is the patch update. I don't know when it will come out. History tells us I bet this thing gets released towards the very end of January. That's my prediction. But I don't really have any inside info. I just follow Vaughn on his Twitter. I follow these websites and keep up. So I thought you guys might like this. I think every change they're looking at making will make the game better. And if somebody from Treyarch happens to catch this video, then I appreciate the level of customer support that you guys are putting out there. I know that you have a user population who can kind of come off as ungrateful sometimes, but we're not all ungrateful. I think all the patch changes you've made have made the game better, and I appreciate them for it. So have a nice day, everybody.